everyone, welcome to today's after school club stream for Design Juniors ages 6 through 10. I'm Ruth, as you can see right down here. Of course, last week we had to, cancel it because of other circumstances, but yeah, today we're continuing on our series. The first week we learn how to use Tinkercad. Second week, we started designing our own little robots, like with one type of task in mind to do. Like maybe a robot can do laundry for us. A robot. I remember someone joined and said, like, I want a robot prints money. You make a robot prints money. Not for real, guys. Just it's just gonna be like a 3D model that can't move, so don't worry about that. And other stuff. But it's your first time joining us after DoSpace has a after school club. You can just open up the website here, dospace.org, if you want to search it. At the top here, there's After School Club. Excuse me. Then click on that. I can get like the website, and it says After School Club. And if I scroll down a little bit more, you can get like different, different categories here because we stream this like from Monday through Thursday. Scroll down a little bit is the younger age elementary school. This is what here. Here's junior designers. The stuff we're doing today. It's actually wrong. It's not this right here. It's robot. I guess you'll see soon that what you need. But if you missed previous weeks before, you can go down to Activities Archive and you can click on the days and you will get the previous videos on YouTube. But if you're just now joining us, you can always talk to us on chat, on Facebook. I'll see your messages here. Or you can ask questions over there too. It's not complicated like Zoom or just like, please go to Zoom. Here, I could just, be here and view both. You can also sign in Twitch if you want to join us on Twitch too. You can comment there. But yeah, I can see both the chats through here and be just fine. But I have Tinkercad right here. If I click sign in, unless you haven't created an account, you have to create an account. I'm just gonna sign in with Google here. And let me adjust my headphones. There you go. You'll get, 3 models here, but if you go to lessons here, you can find some lessons result. I can also just click learn on the upper right and choose different lessons in here. Or I can also choose projects. So we're doing the robot project. If you want to look through this a little bit more, I'm just going to click see all projects here. And if I can find it, there's little robot bubble, Minecraft bubble heads, and yeah, various other projects through here you can work with. I can also click learn, go to lessons again, see all lessons. Trying to find that robot. There's the wrench. I know you get through it from educators and such. There's also starters and all those other stuff here. But yeah, we're continuing on the robot. If I click on my picture right here, here's some designs from like the previous weeks that we did here. Me and a few other people on stream kind of like came up with different ideas here. So like through there, we made like a super buff robot entertaining robot snacks, and his TV shows you all the different TV cool stuff on their media. Netflix, here's a little robot that turns a light on and off. And I made like, my idea of the robot here is to turn a light off so I don't have to get up and turn it off. So I can just say, hey, turn this off. There's a remote. This is like a little flip thing that just flips it on and off. This is like a little grabber, and there's a robot make it. But someone suggested just to make the light switch itself a robot. So there it is. It's got eyes, it's got on, it's got a little listening, a little voice thing. So I'm gonna make that. You can see over here the different ideas we came up with, like, clean dishes, open doors, a box robot, feed pets, and all that stuff. So I'm going to start with that. For this part, you can grab graph paper and pencil. If you haven't seen the previous weeks before, I highly recommend watching the previous videos. But yeah, grab graph paper and stuff, because what we're going to do today is design our robot 3 different sides of it, and then we're going to take that design next week and make it in Tinkercad. But first we need to figure out what it looks like from all different sides here. And also mine's kind of size specific. Maybe yours is not. Like, you want to like make this for different sizes. Our robot's it's going to be 5 inches tall. I'm going to go based off the light switch here because I'm making a light switch robot. So I have Illustrator here. You don't have to use Illustrator, but you can use pencil, paper, and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of making a new thing here. Just creating new. I'm just using Illustrator here. You can see my process here designing different sides. So I could find a ruler and go up to a light switch for a specific light switch in our place. Hold up a ruler onto the sides to measure it out. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna go the lazy route here and open this, and I'm gonna type light switch dimensions. Here we go. You hear me typing, and there's some little blueprints. Of course, I kind of misspelled it, but here's some blueprints here, and I can go with different sizes. I probably really should measure the one we have here since I'm getting all these different results. And I just kind of like this. So it's 4.6 inches by 2.8. That's where I'm just making the robot itself that. There's also these different sizes here. I'm gonna go with maybe an off-the-wall one. Looks like it's 9/6 inches here. But if you're making a robot from scratch, you can decide dimensions yourself. Let's see here. If you ever make a 3D object, so you gotta think about the different size. I'm gonna go with jumbo size here. Maybe, no, they're standard. Let's do standard. So 4.5 by 2.75. So 4.5 by 2.75 inches, and then 9/16 of an inch for the final size. Okay, so I'm basically just going to size this out. If you're working with graph paper, you can take a ruler, put it down, and draw a pencil along the lines through it. I'm just using tech here because I don't want to draw it. I mean, I should, but I'm not. It's just my personal preferences. You guys can, like, if you don't like, you know, pencil and paper, maybe you can use markers or graph or make it with a box. If you want to make a physical prototype with boxes, other stuff. Just make sure you got measurements right so you can have a very precise thing coming out from 3D printing because Tinkercad. Okay, so I need the height to be 4.5 inches, so I'm just going to type 4.5 inch plus 2.75 inch for that side. There it is. I have it sideways. Bring it out, and I'm gonna make it slightly rounded on the edges here. So that's one side here. So this is 3D. So I do have an inside part, but I kind of don't care about that. But I do want the sides of this. The top side and this side here, because this is a 3D object. So I'm just gonna go off the side here. It's got, yeah, top, bottom, left, right. So I'm gonna take this again, bring it out. It's 9/16 of an inch for the width. So I'm gonna do the top side here. So the 9th is going to be 9/16. Yep, fine. There we go. And the width is going to be the same width. So 2.75. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, there we go. And put this right at the top here. Get the sides in a little bit. So that's the top right there. Of course, we want to label our different sides here. So as you're making these, you want to label different sides. I'm going to separate these out a little bit. And bring this out a little bit. Where's my marker? There it is. So this is top. This part is front. I'm going to do bottom. So all I have to do is duplicate this. And if you're working pencil or paper, you might have to redraw it out. You don't have to worry about these going off the boards here. I don't need it. That's the back side, but I need to get the left and right sides here. So the height will be 4.5. And the width is going to be 9. 16th of an inch again. There we go. Okay, there it is. That's the sides. Got that side there, that side, and again, don't care about the back side, so I'm going to delete that. Actually, no, I do care about the back side. It's just really something. I need a slot to hold my robot part, like it's in there. Okay, and now I'm going to mark these. There we go. So this is left, right, back. So I got my sides of how I want them measured out. I'm going to delete this data up here because I don't need it anymore. But it's, if you're working with a pencil, just keep it there on there. So making that light switch robot. Bringing this up here. I'm going to change my artboard size. Again, if you don't illustrate, that's fine. This might be, don't really need it yet in your lives, but there we go. Just extending that background for everything. Okay, and need to pull up my design here. So I'm going to zoom in over here. There it is. So it's got eyes. It's got the switch, obviously. It's kind of like a little flippy switch back and forth. And it's kind of hit some buttons in the back side there as you flip it back and forth. It's got ears to listen on and off. Some people it's off if they want to turn it off themselves. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the switch, the most important part. I'm going to prioritize the most important parts to get your robot working. So I'm going to do the switch here. Of course, I want to make sure I got it for each of the sides. Center it. There we go. Don't want to make it too. There we go. And this is just the hole cut out for the switch. I'm going to duplicate this, make a copy of it. But you guys, just drawing it, you just draw it out. It's a lot faster to draw it out. Center in here. I'm just making a digital design. There we go. I'm going to put a line in the middle right here to illustrate. It's like a little flippy switch. There we go. Okay, and then I need to design it for when it's facing left here. So that is the sides, but I'm going to duplicate this here. This is just the sides. Oops, I hit the wrong key. I'm going to bring it closer like this. I spelled front wrong, but okay. I'm gonna delete these because I know what they are. Hey, delete. So I'm just gonna grab this, bring it over. Here, I'm just gonna call this the right facing view. Well, you see the left side, but it's facing the right side, and I kind of need this part here to be over here. So I have to think about how far kind of juts, comes out a little bit. So I'm gonna grab this right here, make a copy of it. Gotta bring it up here and bring this. Gotta think about how deep I want this to be. Right now it's a point. I'm gonna bring out my ruler here. Again, you guys can use like a physical ruler to size it out. But I'm gonna go to View, Rulers, Show Rulers. I'm gonna switch this to inches. There we go. Make this about 0.2 inches deep. There we go. This is how deep I want this. And then I have to make a little weird shape here. So this is going to come out right here. So about here. And then make another line from the center right here. Next to that. And then that is not the center. There's the center. Make another line here. Oops. Bring this about right there. Bring this all the way down about here. And go about here, bring it down to here. And then connect it. There we go. And what's going in the background here, it's just like a little weird thing that tilts back and forth. This angle here. No, this angle right here needs to be about the same. Hold on, now I'm like overthinking this. I'm like, wait a minute, how do these actually look like? Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this right here. Yeah, bring it here. Just need to make it shorter. About that much shorter. So it fits right in there. Okay, good. And then it's kind of thing that like tilts back and forth. I have to press it easily. So go from the center here, bring it out over here, and then bring a line down from here to there. There we go. And I'm just making a copy of it, again, moving a lot faster with just pencil and paper. Here we go. So it's kind of like this little thing that kind of flips on and off, and like it rotates this way if it's flat that way, it rotates this way to press the little buttons on the back side to turn on and off. So now I'm going to bring this up over here. About that much out. It does need to be a little bit flatter. There we go. And then I tilt this till one side looks flat. There we go. It's a little too tilted. There we go. So that tells me I need to change my design a little bit, maybe make that little part deeper on the inside. So we got to think about all the different things. So yeah, it kind of tilts in like this. And there's like these little buttons inside. So this button's being
Can
pressed.
I get Raphael, please?
Oops. There you go. And this button is a little bit taller because it's not on. And then we got like these connecting to like little power switches to turn the light on and off again into the wall. Okay, now we can finally get to the much more fun part here. So that's from that view. On the side is what's going on the inside over here. So now we need to give it eyes. Okay. So I'm gonna give it like, I could give it really big eyes or little eyes. You need to make sure it fits. Here's one eye. Two. They're kind of empty right now. So over here, kind of made like, I don't know, these, we can make little light bulb eyes, I guess. So I'm gonna do a little drawing in here where it's like, here we go. You know, like the little wire that goes inside light bulbs that lights up. You guys might not know about it, but there's like a little tiny wire in our light bulbs that lights up, makes everything super bright. Okay, so that's what that is here. And you have to think about, you know, from the side over here. So I'm just going to duplicate this, bring it over here. Probably about yeah, that deep, you know, jog it out a little bit. And there's the little wire. Comes out like that. Okay, now, what else do we need from our little light switch we bought? You got the eyes now, and you give it ears to hear things. Now that's what I'm thinking about. How do I want to, you know, design this? So I'm gonna just look up robot here. I might get some weird robot. Yeah, there's little robot ears. So different robots have different ears. It can do like little antennas. This one's got like little bunny ears on it. Do little square, you know, cubes. That's how some people design ears on robots. I'm gonna make it like a dog. I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna give it little antennas and do like a little, you know, like squares. I mean, it'll make it easier to design. So I'm gonna do little square ears. And here, I'm gonna add another box. Go. So that'll be about like right here. I want it smaller. It's still way too big. Here's one ear. And there's the second ear. And of course I have to think about how thick that'll be. It's only gonna be a little thin thing. Make sure it's the same size. You measure with the ruler, you know, me like I want this about 2 inches here. I'm gonna make this 0.15 wide, about an inch tall. Yeah, about an inch tall. So I'm gonna bring these two up to an inch tall. I have like little measurement guides in here. And this is getting really harder to see, but it'll be about like that. Okay. In the back side here, I just realized you get some things in here. So it's gonna have, I'm not gonna show all the details in here, but it's gonna have like a hole on the back side. So it'll be easier to like fit it over different things. And I'm just illustrating where that hole is to fit, you know, all the different robot parts inside. And it goes over the little light switch. So technically all this needs to be a little bit bigger than the light switch. So I'm gonna up the size a little bit. And yeah, because it has to fit on top of the light switch. And technically I would measure the light switch and make this inside part the exact same size. Here we go. Okay, we got the ears, got the light switch part, got the eyes. Now we need like a little device that listens. Like not listens but talks back, so like a little mini speaker on the side here. And it's gonna be like a little grate. So I'm gonna add a bunch of little tiny circles in it to illustrate that it's a grate, so we can hear. Because if you put a little cover on your speakers or things that make sounds, you don't hear it as well as it does with holes in it. So then you can draw like a bunch of little circles around it if you want. And I'm gonna put this in the lower corner. It's too big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. There we go. All right there. And then you think about how deep it's gonna be. So I'm gonna grab that. It's gonna be about that deep. Nope, it's not like. And it's actually gonna pop out a little bit like that on the side there. Okay. So we got our speaker, we got our ears for the listen. The light switch part kind of just turns it off and on itself. It's got a little riser there. And we need a tennis. That's about the last thing we need. I'm gonna make this 0.5 by 0.5. Okay. Here we go. And then I'll make this 0.3. I'm like trying to rotate it here. You guys are probably done. You can see with pen and paper. There we go. I'm gonna make this a little bit taller. There we go. And I want these at an angle. Okay, there's one antenna. Of course, at the top it'll be like a little circle like that on top. That's how it'll look from above. And I just need to make a copy of it. I'm gonna do a little bit closer actually. These little antennas is like for signal for computers to connect to it or something to give it updates, new information, some upgrades. And of course I need these on the side here. So it'll be like that. Both of them. And there we go. Got my robot blueprint here. It's gonna look weird, but I'm gonna have this for our design in the upcoming weeks. So yeah, so if you guys have been watching this and you want to make a robot for 3D, again, watch previous videos here. Got my light switch robot that someone requested me to make. I'm gonna, have this. I'm gonna use this next week to make my design and 3D print it in Tinkercad. Well, design in Tinkercad, then 3D print it. But I'm going to give a little announcement here. If you do not know, we have our little anniversary happening this Friday on November 6th. We have a really long stream, almost all day stream going on from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. where we will be giving out prizes during that time. Like, the lights just turned off. You're wondering why it just got suddenly brighter. But Yeah, we're giving out prizes like $25 gift cards and noise canceling headphones. What we'll be doing throughout the day is like popping up buzzwords, and if you email us that word that you saw on stream, you'll enter a chance to win that prize that we announced at that time, like $25 gift card. I think a $10 gift card for other things too and such. So we hope to see you on Friday watching our fun stream, showing a bunch of stuff, and we'll have cookies in the building, but you don't have to come for the cookies. Otherwise, have a good afternoon, everyone.